What's his nuts? Excuse me, Lord. What's his nuts?
Mm-hmm. I
Nice
have
save.
to get that right.
Nice save.
Thank you.
Well, I know we started our whole session talking to Volo, and he explained to us about the guy who owned the manor. Or no, you did. You did, Todd. Todd explained to us about the guy who used to own the manor. He just kind of disappeared. And then we went to the manor
What's
with
his nuts?
Volo,
Excuse me,
where we
Lord.
discovered
What's
pretty
his
quickly
nuts?
that it's haunted.
Mm-hmm. I
Nice
have to
save.
get
Yeah,
that right.
that
Nice
was
save.
an interesting event. Getting trapped in a library and crap. Yeah.
In an empty
Yeah, you
library,
have a-
no less. Bum bum bum.
You have
Yeah.
a ghost of some sort
Freaking.
that Volo and Todd have told you is, they believe, the former owner, Liff.
Yeah.
A ghost of some sort who was the owned Troll Skull Manor before you several years back when it was a tavern.
Yeah. I don't have that written down. Not gonna do that now. Anyway, once we walked around the house a little bit, we ended up going to the magistrate to get the property signed over to us by Kylene?
Kylene Silmerhelv. And I did not point this out last time, and I should have. She is also a noble.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Yes.
She doesn't care if we're nobles because she's a noble too.
Of course she's noble. She's
This whole
not
place
me.
smells of nobles.
Surrounded by nobles. It's my lot in life, apparently.
Yeah, so while we're
Just gonna call
talking
everybody
to her-
Lord and Lady.
Right. While we're talking to her, they recognize Oscar, and they go to arrest him, but he disappears and does some disguising. And that was hilarious.
That's one word for it. Stressful's another.
Yes,
That was
yes.
freaking awesome.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I had a good time.
That was shitting bricks.
We can use that for the mantle.
I lied to the
Anyway.
watch as a fucking paladin. I was clearly under massive stress.
Yes, you did a good job, Todd. Good job.
I'm just gonna point out that we all know you weren't shitting bricks. Because you were making brown water that day.
That's true.
Shitting puddles. Lord Darkwater has returned.
Oh, man. I forgot about that.
I'm glad you reminded me because that was amazing. Every time
Oh
now.
yes, I'm sure you loved it.
The joke was great. The context was kind of shitty.
Anyway.
Sorry for interrupting, Drax.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So we ended up getting the deed transferred over to us as a whole group instead of just one individual. And, yeah, we left there and returned to... Oh, right, no. Next page. They also talked to me a little bit. I mean, Bartholomew. A little bit in private. And that is personal business. And then we ended up going back to the manor, right? Or was that back at Oscar's?
Yes.
I didn't write that
Yeah, you
down.
went back to the manor.
Back to the manor, where we encountered Raynar again. And we got a lot of backstory about the Zentarim and the Xanathar and the Stone of Golor. Yeah, there was a lot. And then he invited us to an opera. Yeah. I feel like there's more there. I didn't write stuff down.
Can we get that? Is it possible to restate, Kason, what he told us about the stone?
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Give me just a minute to pull that up.
Because I don't remember that very well either.
Okay. Renair says that the Zentarum think that my father embezzled a large amount of money, a large amount of gold, while he was the Open Lord, and that he hid the dragons somewhere in the city. They think they can find it by using an artifact called the Stone of Golor, which was in the hands of the Xanathar Guild until recently. Apparently someone stole it. The Zentarum thought that I might know something about all of this, but I don't. My father and I haven't spoken in years.
So the Xanathar have it because they stole it?
From what Renair has been told, it was stolen from the Xanathar Guild, and they blamed the Zentarum, and that's what
Okay.
kicked off the war between them. And that only, from what he gathers, that's been within the last, say, 72 hours.
Was his father in the Zentarum?
No, he wasn't in the Zentarum, but he may have at some point worked with them. But a lot of people worked
Or
with them at
hired
some
them?
point, right? Exactly.
Gotcha.
More like hired them, yes.
So just to clarify, the Xanathar had the stone. The Zentarum
Yes.
stole the stone from the Xanathar, because they think it will lead them to the money that they think Lord Neverember stole.
None of this is factual. The Zentarum think, sorry, the Xanathar think that the Zentarum have taken it, but they have no proof of that.
But was everything else I said accurate there? That's why the Zentarum want the stone?
I didn't know
As
we
far
had a motive.
It's what he just said, right? You just said that's why the
Sorry,
Zentarum stole
my
it.
son was talking too.
As far as Renair knows, that the Zentarum and the Xanathar Guild are both seeking the Stone of Golor, or may have, one side may have it, the other side may be looking for it. He really just doesn't know.
Right, but he did just say it's because they think it will lead them to the stolen money, supposedly, right?
Right.
The
Yes.
supposedly stolen money.
Right.
Okay, got it.
Cool, thank you. That's a good point to understand.
There are a lot of allegeds in there.
Right.
Well, and the thing is, and you would specifically know this part, and Todd, Lord Neverember, the previous Open Lord, was accused of a lot of things and guilty of a lot of things. It's not out of the realm of possibility that he did this.
Gotcha.
Would that not be information that anyone living in the city would know?
If it isn't,
So
we'd tell you.
I would say
So this is our 4th session?
Yep.
yeah. I would say it's most likely knowledge that a noble would have, but others probably have heard it too.
At
Yeah.
the
Right,
very
I
least,
mean-
everybody knows he's got a reputation of being an asshole, and who
Exactly.
knows what
So he
an
has a
asshole-
reputation, and it wouldn't be exclusively nobles who would know
Right.
the reputation. So
sounds
we
right.
would all know it.
Okay.
Was it Raynar who talked to us about the guy who's murdering elves in the...
Nope.
No, we learned about that.
You
somewhere
haven't learned
else.
about that.
Yeah.
That's true. We didn't. I noticed that when I rewatched it. We don't know about that.
Not
He
a bit.
told Kat, and Kat has yet to tell us.
Cat
Gotcha.
has yet to have a moment alone with you.
It was you they wanted to do that, to find that person, right?
They wanted us. They just told her.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. Alright, we're good.
Okay.
Now
and
we're
that's
on the
where
same
gonna,
page. Session 4 start.
Yeah, that's where we're going to begin. is
Session
with,
4 start.
you
Press
guys
start.
are sitting around in Troll Skull Manor, down in the tap room at the bar. Renair has just left. Actually, on that note,
And so, to clarify, when is what happening? Is the opera happening tonight or tomorrow?
the opera is happening tonight,
Oh, okay.
and then you've got about 6 hours or so before the time starts. He did say that formal wear would be required.
Yeah, Todd's like in a near panic. We need to get set up. We need to get dressed up. I don't know if you guys have nice clothes, but you need nicer clothes. Nicer clothes. Much nicer clothes.
Everyone roll me a perception check.
Perception. 10.
What do I perceive? I missed. Perceive! Damn, that was close.
So during this, Oscar has pushed his glass to the edge of the table and he's leaning down under it, waiting for it to pour into his mouth.
There's
Wow.
a couple of seconds pass, and the glass gets pushed off the bar.
Falls right on his face. I want to try to catch it before it hits the ground. If I'm that close.
Roll a dex check. Yeah, it hits the ground. Sorry.
God damn
Wow. Great rolls, guys.
it. Can't have nothing nice in
Okay.
this place.
Give me just a second.
Read
I'm
with
gonna
a
say something
strong 11.
What was that?
Yeah, I could guess.
What are you doing with the glass?
I was drinking from it.
Yes. I see.
That ghost is an asshole.
Ah, the ghost. Right.
Did you forget?
Bart looks a little distracted.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Did anyone have anything they needed to talk about as far as anything?
You asked us to wait.
Yeah. Waiting on you.
Well, go ahead. I'm done with what I had to do.
Oh, well then. Yeah, we need to get ready. We don't have enough time. We got to go get some nice clothes. I know a great place.
You really do, and it's just across the street here. You notice it on the way in.
Awesome. Yeah, let's head on over.
I'm all set, thanks. And as far
Uh,
as Oscar,
Got it, Kason.
I'm
Alright.
not certain that he should be seen in public until things get settled one way or another.
So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys on the map here, just real quick. That is you guys at Troll Skull Manor.
With
one that
the
just lit
little
up.
umbrella thingy on the side.
Yes.
That's a turret thingy, but yeah.
Yes, it is.
the little margarita umbrella.
Right?
What do you mean that's a
Exactly.
roof?
Todrin,
That's my drink.
Todrin, right across the street on the other side of excuse me. I got a burp home. On the other side of Sardone Street is this it's a small boutique. There's several mannequins dressed in beautiful ball gowns and brightly colored doublets in a display window. Words Vivi's sartorial elegance are painted in flourishing letters upon the glass. You recognize that to be a
Yeah,
clothing shop that
Vivi and I go way
specifically
back.
to buying clothes.
Yeah, so as far as your first point, they are not going to let you in. No, I mean, how does Katerina look? Is she fairly fancy? Probably not.
Vagabond.
Yeah, how's
Road
your
drifter.
quality of attire?
What
set?
are you dressed in?
You guys know what I'm wearing.
Not anymore.
That was a long time ago.
Nonetheless, she has like leather armor, I don't know, and her cloak.
Yeah,
That's what you see her in.
Todd and Bart.
The
you both
standard
know
leather
that's
armor.
Not,
Gotcha.
that's not going to cut it. You both
Right,
know.
like I'm wearing clothes fine, so I'm pretty fancy. I just would need to take off the armor so I'm not combative.
Don't worry, Cat. You're pretty fancy for me.
What
So-
am I wearing?
Yeah, so I look you up and down. Yeah, I mean, it works great for what you do, I'm sure, but this is something different. It's going to take some preparation. I would be happy to help you. We got to
Very
get
kind
you
of you.
set up, girl.
But believe it or not, this is not my only outfit. And I'm all set, but thank you.
Oh, all right.
Good luck shopping.
What's
Oh.
your inventory sheet only shows one out?
Do you want to go?
I will say, unless it's in
Shopping,
your
maybe?
inventory, I will say, unless it's in your inventory, anything you have is back at the splintered stair, Katerina.
Very good. Thank you. You pretty
Could
boys
maybe
can go
wear some
shop
of
all
my
you want.
clothes.
I'm going to have to figure out what to do with this big lug here that everybody has got their eye out for. And it's a little more important to me than what you wear to an opera tonight.
If you
Right.
wore my clothes, maybe I'd be less noticeable.
Is there
Yes.
anything I can do to help with that? I do see the problem there.
Well, do you intend to take him to the opera?
I would prefer we went as a group, yeah.
Do you think he'll get to the opera before he's apprehended?
I don't know. All I did was ask if I could help. You seem to have a plan in mind.
My
You're
plan
asking
was
like
to
I have the
discuss
answers.
it as the group.
Oh,
And
all
that's
right.
what I'm doing, discussing it as a
Oh.
group. And that was the only plan that I had.
Gotcha. All right.
I usually have to
Well,
buy 2 tickets whenever I go somewhere because I take up 2 chairs.
you making fun of the way I talk, boy?
No.
Of course not. I'm just kidding. You're good. You're good. What do you got for fancy clothes there, big guy?
Oh, yeah, I have some right here. And I start. Oh, I don't have my books. I'm looking. Where are my books? I can't find my books. It was behind my books.
Well,
I
shit.
asked the ghost, "What have you done with my books?"
How long does your disguise thingy last? That was pretty good what you did there.
Oh, 1 hour.
All right.
That isn't long enough.
No, it's not.
Clearly, never been to the opera.
Can you extend that at all?
I mean, it's first level spell, and I have 3 of them, so yeah.
So maybe periodic bathroom breaks.
Everyone, look over there.
What's that noise? Poof.
I don't know, Todd. Is it a good idea?
We could just put him in a large cloak, maybe. I mean, you're far from the only tall person in town. If you get noticed
Tall.
in the
Ah,
cloak, you could then disguise yourself before we have to take the cloak off you, if it comes to that.
I touched my nose. Ah, the old 3 dwarfs in a cloak routine. Got it.
Yeah, I think sounds accurate.
I don't know if that is a good idea, Todd.
What else we gonna do?
Perhaps it would be best if he didn't accompany us. I know, it's not perfect. I know, but I don't know if that's a good idea, Todd.
Well, I mean,
You
Then
know who would
again,
know?
we're going to an opera. They're not going to be looking for him, are they?
remind me,
magistrates would
Kazin,
know.
why
I'm
did
gonna go check.
Renar say we're going to this opera?
Oscar's gonna go out and call down for a guard.
Wait, what?
Katarina
Well-
follows him.
Hang on a second. Pause, please. Kazin, please remind me why Renar said we're going to the opera at all. The stone, I know, but what about it? Somebody's supposed to have it there?
He mentioned nothing about them being at the opera, no.
He only said he greatly encouraged us to be at the opera. He'd never said why.
Really?
That's right.
Really, really?
Is he still around?
Renair has left.
That's bullshit. I did not catch that. I would have asked more questions. Damn it. Okay.
I'll tell you what, it happened in such a hurry last time, and it was at the end of the session. If you have any questions for him, I can answer them.
Yeah, why the opera?
Why not opera? It's a nice place. Plus, tonight is opening night of the Fall of Tiamat. It's supposed to have some special guests.
That's
I'm
fucking
sure
awesome.
you'll want to see.
Well, I mean, is it related to your job at all? Should we come prepared for a fight?
Oh, I wouldn't say that you need to prepare for a fight. I mean, if you wanted to carry a longsword or a rapier or something, I'm sure that would be perfectly fine. I know I intend to carry mine, but most of the guests there probably will be armed in some shape, form, or fashion.
Look me in the eye and tell me you don't have an ulterior motive for inviting us to this opera. And I'm going to incite the shit out of him.
Okay. He looks you in the eye and he says, I have an ulterior motive for inviting you to the opera.
Oh, well,
And
shit.
he smiles.
Thank you for that.
Yeah,
I
that
appreciate
noble is
the
good at
honesty.
that.
Please do elaborate.
Afraid I can't. And he looks over at Bart. Says, be there, trust me.
Well,
It's
shit.
just being an interesting day.
It seems like a strong
Oh.
recommendation.
Must be a good
right
opera.
now.
Okay. Well, that answers my questions. Thank you for that.
I'm going to say, just out of character and everything, if you guys want to split the party and part of you go and part of you don't go, that is perfectly fine.
Oh my god.
Okay, so while we're sitting there after Raynar leaves, just before we continue, are you still going to go out to talk to a guard?
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
And you didn't say that. You just got up and walked away, right?
He totally said it.
Well, I mean, I mulled something about it and then walked out to do
Because
it.
that's when Katarina followed him. That's the only reason I knew.
Alright, so I'm super distracted then, and I wouldn't have caught that, so...
I don't know what happened to her perceptions, but they were all below like 10, right?
Why did you...
Mine was an 11.
Why did you say you were going to the guard?
Well, there was discussion about, you know, why I would or wouldn't, and I reasoned that, you know, the best person to ask about why I would or wouldn't would be a guard.
To go
Okay.
to the opera? Okay,
I-
gotcha.
No, to talk to the guards.
I have a question. Who
Yeah.
all is
Oh.
inside Troll Skull Manor right now, and who all is outside Troll Skull Manor right now?
I am wherever Oscar went.
I am outside. So
I'm-
Oscar and Kat are outside. Todd
I'm
runs
sitting at a
to the
table
doorway.
with Todd.
and
Yeah,
Bart's reading.
I think Kai nailed it. I'm in the doorway, Bart's in, they're out.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide what the
Sitting there
fuck to
reading.
do.
Oscar, are you calling out? How's this going on? What are you doing?
I mean, do I see a guard anywhere?
Give me a perception check.
Man, keeping it strong.
I perceive
No.
there is a guard. Dan, I'm sorry.
You don't see any guards anywhere nearby.
I bellow out, guards! Guards!
That was almost a 1, and it's not. You don't notice anything right away.
Kat, where are the guards when you have a question for them?
Why don't you tell me your question and then I can help you?
Well, as you pointed out, I'm wanted, and you know we needed to get away for me to get to the opera. So I thought we asked the guards what they wouldn't be looking for. That would be how I could get to the opera.
Well, do you understand why the guards want to talk to you or to find you?
No.
What our discussion inside was about was we were all invited to the opera. The guards want to take you. We don't know what they want you for, other than they think you might be involved in a string of robberies after a comment you made to one of them.
Just one, not a string.
Indeed.
Strings just count as one.
Not necessarily. But
O'Neill.
sometimes one can be connected to another and make a string. Does that make sense?
Like a necklace.
Kind of.
How
No.
many
So,
robberies?
the
One
guards-
string.
The guards may want to sit you down in a room and ask you a lot of questions. The guards may want to put you into a cell and keep you until they understand the information that you have and how it's connected to these other things that have disappeared. And you have no way of knowing. But I need you to understand the situation. And whatever you decide to do, I will help you with that. But first comes understanding. So do you understand that the City Watch, the people who were looking for you when you disguised yourself earlier today, they're looking for you because they think you've stolen things or you know about things that were stolen.
But I didn't, and I don't.
That doesn't stop them from thinking you did. And that's why they're looking for you.
So I have to make the guards stop thinking. Got it.
I'm not certain that that's in your capabilities.
I'm tapping my chin.
You
as
have surprised me before, though.
While they're talking inside, I go back to Bart and tap him on the shoulder. Hey, well, regardless of what happens, we should definitely be there at that opera. I think it would be something worth going to. I'm not really sure what's going on, but maybe you know more than
Well,
I do.
I, for one, intend to be there.
Well,
You don't have to go if you don't want to,
Oh,
Todd.
I wanna
That's
go.
definitely okay.
you know why I want to go?
Why?
I pick your arm up and physically pull you towards the door because we're going shopping.
But I have plenty of good clothes at home.
You can always buy more. There's one right across the
Ah,
street. Let's check it
clothes,
out.
Okay.
And so now at that point in your conversation, we're passing you on the street to get to Vivi's.
As soon as you guys walk out down the steps, the door slams behind you and you hear click.
I hope
Whatever.
one of you
Fucking
remembered the key.
house.
We'll do it later.
That's where I keep all my drinks.
Well, we're going to
Don't
go
worry,
hit up
your drinks will keep.
Vivi's for the opera. She's the best.
Well, I mean, while we do that, are you going to accompany us to the opera?
Who are you speaking to?
You two.
You?
Me specifically?
Well, the two of you. I'm still on the fence with Oscar, so I'm kind of addressing you. So yeah, you.
Well, it seems like there could be some in it, but first I have to see what Oscar needs. Still trying to
Oh.
talk to him to make sure he understands the situation.
All right, well, as I was saying before, I mean, they're not looking for him at the opera. Why would he be there? I mean, if we could put him in somewhat of a disguise, maybe have him crouch down a little bit most of the time until we're to our box, I'm sure it would be just fine.
I will point out he is 8 feet tall.
Right, that's why I mentioned the crouch part.
Not with that, no.
Yeah, 8 feet is pretty freaking tall.
Okay,
I don't know.
so Todd and Bart going into Vivi's. Katerina, Oscar, where are you two headed?
We were still in the middle of the whole conversation,
Okay.
and Oscar has not replied really, so
Um,
balls in his court.
Balls in your court, sir.
Well-
Balls in your court.
So they just want to talk, right?
I am unsure of their intentions.
I mean, I could always punch them if they didn't want to talk.
That would be
But there's
against
no
the law.
guards. Code legal. Okay. Well, let's go see if we can get some platform boots for me. And then we'll see if we can find some guards.
I'm sorry, I laughed so hard at that. I don't know why that
I-
hit me so funny.
The shop's over there. If you'll forgive me, I just need to run a little errand. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, maybe an hour. Don't go look for any
Fine.
guards until I get back.
Do you need me to go with you?
Do you understand that you may find guards along the way?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you do, you may be taken into custody by those guards?
Love
those,
custard.
those watch?
Yes, let's go.
Custody.
That sounds even more delicious.
That's where they put you in handcuffs and put you in a little room.
As long as there's custard.
I make no promises.
I will follow Cat to the end of the world for custard.
There's no custard. Stay or
Um,
go. Just know there's no custard.
You hurt me so deep, Cat. Well, I'm going to follow Cat, but I'm going to keep my eyes out for custard.
Okay. So
Very good.
I'm going to handle Todd and Bartholomew at BB's first, but Katerina, where are you and Oscar going in the meantime?
I'm just going to. I mean, we
Holy
live in
fuck.
a manor now. I'm just going to go grab my stuff because apparently I have to do that. Also,
Well, see, the
before we go
nobles
there,
have, you know,
Woo!
drams full of servants to move
Oscar.
their things.
I'm
Fuck.
not certain if you intend to go to the opera. If you do intend to go to the opera and you wanted a new set of clothing, the best people to ask for advice are the two gentlemen that we live with there, walking across the way into the store.
Well,
You
If
don't.
you
Tom's
wanted
kinda
to shop
dragging Bart.
after, there will be time when I get back, but I won't be nearly as useful to you as they would be.
I'm kind of
Do you need help
purposefully
carrying your things?
slowing.
Sorry?
Do you need help carrying your things?
Oh, I travel light.
Come on, big guy. Let's get you set up.
I cast jump on Cat.
Come on, let's get you rolling.
And what does that do?
It triples your jump distance for 1 minute.
Okay.
That way you can skip your way to your place.
Now we cut to the travel scene where we show Cat cross the street like it's fucking
I want to be like the $6 million
Frogger.
woman, where, you know, like with the sound,
Frogger.
you know, where she just like leaps across buildings.
I'm imagining Frogger across the street of Waterdeep.
Cat, I'm gonna point out from what you can see of the display window, this place they're going to has some really nice fine clothing. If you want to keep going to your
Thank
place,
you.
it's fine. But
I do.
We're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, they
So
are.
as you guys enter
It's
Vivi's,
not like
you
she's
are
never been to Waterdeep herself. She knows how to get around. It's okay if we split for an hour.
they'll be fine. Inside the showroom is filled with a wide variety of fine clothes, virtually every fabric, style, and cut imaginable. There's a small jar sitting next to the door filled with treats for the owner's pet Tressum, Humphrey.
Let me interrupt you real
Whenever-
quick before you get to the
Go ahead.
shop owner. I boot the door open pretty loud and I go, Vivi, my love, where are you? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, first you see this cat that just freaks out and
That's what a
flies to the back room.
That's a cool cat. Cool cat.
I help
And then
myself to a snack.
Sure. So then this tiefling, he's shorter than you, Bart, shorter than you, Todrin, comes out of the back and he goes, "What's going on out here?"
Oh, god damn it.
You see, Todrin, you recognize this as Visago Velvet. He is a follower of Sunni as well.
I thought it was a woman. Fuck.
You're all
No.
excited.
Oh my!
I was really banking on her being a woman and Todd already knowing her. But hey, if he's a follower of Sunni, that works. That works.
Yeah, you know him.
Awesome.
He comes out and says, "What's Todrin? What are you doing here?
How's it going,
I-
brother?
It's going just fine, my lord. What is all the racket about?
Give
Did you
him a
just
huge, hearty handshake.
he when you reach for a handshake, he throws his arms around you in a big hug. He goes, "What did you do to my door?"
Well, I might have broke it with the
I
strength of my love.
I I why?
Well, because we intend on spending a lot of money today, and I'm excited.
Well,
So,
with the slight bit of concern that was on his face just washes away, and he's like,
yep.
"That is good news indeed, my
I
lord.
thought as
I
much.
I have whatever you need. If there's anything that I can do for you, please let me know." And he starts leading the way, and he's showing off the fine clothes on the racks next to him. And he says, "These are already ready. If there's anything at all that you would like custom made, I am certainly capable of tailoring anything that you desire."
So this is somewhere you've been a lot? You know this place?
Officially, yes.
Okay,
He
so
knows
then you've probably
Visago.
dragged me here before.
He knows Visago. He's been here once or twice, but this isn't like a regular place. No.
That works. I'm just making this up as I go, so yeah, feel free to audit me, Kazan.
Oh no, I don't mean to. So
No, please do, please do. But I just thought, fancy clothing store, Todd's all over it, especially when the other
Yeah.
guy is a Sune. Yeah, I've been here before for sure.
yeah, he's been here.
Why? What
This
would
is-
you mean, Drex?
I was
I've-
just curious.
I've probably told you about it at least once.
Hmm. I'm so thrilled to be here.
I know, right? Great, isn't it?
I look like a wilted flower.
We need to get this big guy set up too. We're going to an opera tonight. He's got to
Oh
be
my!
to the nines.
Really?
A
This
fit
is-
date
he-
for
he's-
Sune herself, if we can.
Indeed,
He's looking up-
preferably something purple.
Purple.
That works.
We can do purple. And he's looking up at Oscar right now, and he's just, my, you are a large fellow. This might take some doing. I have something. One moment, and he goes to the back, and leaves you to wander around. The Tressum pokes its head out for a little while and notices that Oscar has a handful of his treats and comes up
Toss
to
him
him.
one.
He snaps it up and eats it, and he starts following you around. He's your little buddy now for the time being. He's rubbing against your leg, and you hear him purring and flexing his wings a little bit, trying to show off one more. And Vivi comes out of the back after just a short time with, let's see. Where did my notes go? There. He says, I have. And he lays out this clothes, fine clothes. It's in purple. He says, this is probably one of my more expensive items. This is going to cost, say, 65 gold pieces.
Holy
This
shit.
is and he holds up a finger very politely. He says, "My lord, this is a magical piece. However, this is
Oh,
these are fine clothes of mending. If there's any issue at all, if there's a rip or a tear, it will automatically fix itself."
With that,
he
I
lays
immediately
it
perk up, and I'm just like, I am very intrigued. May I try it on?
Certainly.
Yes.
This was a fine piece that I helped craft myself. I had to get the help of the Watchful Order. I know a little bit of magic myself, but not enough for something quite this nice.
Hmm.
I can fix things like that. I'm just saying.
I myself am a member of the Mages Guild. I do a little bit of accounting. Yes. Last time I was in the city, though, I wasn't ever really interested in purchasing much clothes. You see, I have a... And I look down and I'm reading.
And Vivi kind of glances over at Todrin and he says,
Narca Libre.
Narco Libre. I love it. Nice. Well
I
played.
have this piece, and I have another one like it. The reason I suggested this is because, well, your friend is rather large, and I'm afraid I don't carry any regular fine clothing that would suit a man of his stature.
Whereas this magical item would suit itself to his size
Yes, it would indeed.
accordingly.
He's smiling.
Interesting.
I do have just the two of them, though. I do have a cloak that is also magical, but
Tell me about that real quick.
well, it's kind of unusual, but it billows dramatically at the whenever you wish it to, whether there's wind or not.
Ooh. Ooh. My
And-
eyes are
I need it immediately.
wide.
And how much would this be? You and I are both like, ooh.
Fucking nobles.
The cloak would run about 50 gold pieces.
I look at you.
I look at you.
You know what, Todd? You've been such a marvelous friend.
Yeah,
You
but
really, really should take the cloak.
I mean, and I'm grinning all huge in the stone flashes. I've already got one. I mean, no offense, but you could use a little bit of flash and flare.
With that, I flush a little. Excuse me?
I think it would fit you well, my friend. What color is it? I look at Vivi.
The cloak of billowing is
Cloak billowing.
it's this, and he lays it out he pulls that, he lays it out, and it's this bright royal blue.
Oh, badass.
Royal blue or bright blue?
It's royal blue.
So it's dark.
Yes. I'm
That-
colorblind, damn it.
That it looks like it would work for you, man. It really would.
What colors do you wear?
Fuck. What were they? Red, light blue, and white, I think. They're my house colors, so it's not quite the right
I-
color for me.
I honestly don't remember.
Oh, I don't remember my house colors. I think I wrote them down. Way back here somewhere. Maybe they're in my notes. Aha! Oh man, that's a lot of notes.
Do fine clothes of mending sound good to Oscar?
Yes. I mean, I can bend. Here, watch. I reach for your cloak.
Wait, what?
No, don't, no! And we pull it away.
Yep.
Vivi,
Can I make a dexterity check to see if I grab it?
you may.
Versus
Yeah,
ours, because
tested
we're both
dexterity?
trying to
Yes.
save it.
Which
Uh,
cloak? Whose cloak are you
one of
wishing
you or-
for?
One of you give me one, or excuse me, one of you give me one with advantage, or the other, or both of you give me just a regular one.
It's up to you, Jack. Should I roll again?
roll like a
Aha!
4.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Oh, yes. That takes away.
No, Todd's one.
Oh, Todd
Todd
won.
manages to pull
Okay.
the cloak away
Woo!
just before you grab onto it.
Hang on now. I meant the other
I
ones.
can fix it.
No, thank you. Not this one. The other ones.
Vivi is watching. There's like this odd look in his eyes of both wonder and amusement as he's watching this. His hand is on his chest. He's, "Oh my."
My eyes are up here.
you
Do you have anything in a paisley?
Um,
That's noble, right?
What the
Kind of look at Bert.
My eyes are up here.
Paisley.
Do you have anything in the base? Holy shit.
if you wish, I can tailor anything you'd like. Just it would take a few days.
Sounds great.
No,
We don't
it
have
needs
that
to
much
be
time.
tonight.
Tonight
Oh.
in 2 days.
I see. Well, I'm afraid these would be the only options for your tall friend here.
You said
I
you
do
had
have-
two of these clothes of mending?
Yes.
Oh,
And
they're both clothes of
65 gold.
Shit.
Two clothes of mending that cost about 65 gold pieces each, and a
Oh.
cloak of billowing is 50 gold pieces each. Or for the one.
Gotcha.
I'm too short, and I hold out
So that's-
63 nibs.
So that's
Seeing that you
100
guys,
and-
yeah, he's seeing that you guys are so interested in buying as much as you are. He says, "I also have perfumes. I have a magical perfume as well." And he starts to go over to the counter.
Well, let them finish their clothes transactions, and then I want to talk about that.
Ah, of course.
I'm good with what I have, so if you want to do that cloak of billowing, do it up.
No, I don't need a cloak. I'll just take the clothes, the purple ones. Thank you.
Certainly.
How much for the
Brilliant.
cloak of billowing? I'm sorry.
50
65.
gold pieces. He says, but I am willing to work with you.
50 dragons?
Yes.
Sorry, Kason.
Right.
We all gotta correct each other.
Um,
We're living in Waterdeep.
like at one time,
Waterdeep.
We're stealing dragons.
or can I
not
give you like
gold.
6 now and 5 later?
Wait, what? He catches that it's just a little late.
Because
No.
is there like a table or a
Oh yes, there's
Okay.
tables that are there's clothes and you can clear off
Okay,
the
well, I
spot if you need
push
to.
all the clothes off the table into the ground, and I start
Ah.
counting out all of my coins in little rows of, 5 to 7 each.
You see Vivi just his entire demeanor just collapses a little bit and he's like
I'm sorry, Vivi. Trust me, we'll make it worth it. Believe me.
nope. And he just, no problem, my lord. I will take care of it. It's not to worry. Your friend here is an interesting sort.
That is true.
The cat is still rubbing against your feet, Oscar.
I share an occasional treat with him,
He's very appreciative.
and some of the treats actually get in line with my coins that I'm counting.
Okay, so you said 65 for the cloak of billowing?
50 for the cloak,
Oh.
65 for the clothes. I am willing to work with you, though.
Right. Yeah, let's throw the cloak up there. Did Bert already pay?
I'm pulling money out.
Yeah, hang on. Let's do a group transaction here.
Oh, okay then.
So I'm sorry, I've lost track. Bert's clothes, my cloak, and Oscar's
180
buying
total.
180 total. All right. Yeah. What do you say to 150? 50 from each of us.
Only a persuasion check.
Oh baby, this is my shit right here. Come on, baby. +6, bitch. Oh fuck.
Ah, my lord. These take time and effort and, quite frankly, magical prowess that I do not possess. I would be willing to work with you as far as, say, 165?
All right. We accept. Thank you, VV, for your gracious acceptance of our business. 165 divided by 3. I look over at Bartholomew.
I'm just look at you and I go, if you give me the cloak, I'll give 100 gold for it.
Okay.
I'll pitch 100. So you throw 65 and I'll pitch 100 because I look at Oscar because I don't think he's going to have much money. What say you?
Oh, right. I look over at Oscar. I'm so sorry. Wow, how rude of me. Wow. So okay. All right.
Yes. So you buy the cloak or the clothes, and I'll pay for the. How about this? I'll give you
I've run out of
110.
fingers.
You only
Can I
have to
borrow
pay
one of your hands to
55.
count this?
I only have to pay 55 for my nothing.
Yep.
Great. Pleasure doing
Th-
business.
This was your idea. This was your idea, Todd. I was the one that suggested he stay behind.
I may have to borrow that cloak from you at some point, but until then,
Well, then you throw down 110 gold.
nah.
All
That's
right.
all right.
You can both see, or all three of you can see that Vivi is just smiling and stifling a little bit of laughter. He's enjoying himself right now.
All right. Yep. So I paid my 55.
I have to do a little bit more math.
Excuse me, Mr. Velvet. Did I count this row yet?
I believe so.
That's all right, Oscar. I think we got you covered this time. You can put
Oh.
all your coins and cookies away.
I do so. So, and these were like, it was like a normal sized thing, right? But that it'll magically fit me.
Right.
Okay, and is it instant, or do I have time to like try and get 1 foot in?
I would say it probably fits to as you go to it, so probably pretty instant. Might be take a little time to catch up.
How
Well, it's
often
going
do
to
you
be
go
very
to
awkward
vendor
then,
and they?
because one leg will be normal sized, and then the other one will be, person sized, and I'm going to have to like strain to get my other leg in there. So, probably going to knock something over.
Roll me a
Yes,
dex save.
please.
So you guys watch
The
as
rolls just keep
Oscar
coming.
God.
he bounces around on 1 foot, and Vivi's like, "Oh my, watch out for that!" But it's too late. he falls into a display stand that's behind him and knocks it over, and you hear
Priceless antiquities.
and it falls over, and you hear bump, and it hits the other like bookcases in a library. It
Oh,
just
no.
knocks over about 3 rows of display stands, and you hear Vivi going, "Oh no!" And there's also a loud as the pants rip.
Oh,
Here
for the
they
love
fit
of.
now.
But you watch as they mysteriously seem to stitch themselves back together almost as quickly as they rip.
Hopefully not like in a snapping motion, right?
Nice.
No, not.
Ah, they-
He's like, well, I
You get
I
caught in
don't-
the zipper.
Ow.
This shit hurts.
poor Vivi is just standing back behind you, just in shock.
Yeah, I told you this would be interesting.
Again, Todd, your idea.
Yeah. Remind me not to
So
have any more of those.
I paid mine too, my 110. So paid our 100 and what was it? 165.
How many times do you go to a magic vendor and they have nothing you really want? We went to a normal vendor for some fucking clothes and only bought magical items. Just broke the fucking bank.
What
It's
did you
good, though.
expect?
God
Now
damn
I
it.
have a billowy cloak and
None
some
of that.
badass clothes.
That's what I expected, was none of that. Wow.
Yes,
All
I'm
right.
sorry I missed the shopping spree.
I wish I had.
Okay. just so I'm clear, who got the cloak?
I did. I got the cloak and a pair of clothes,
All right,
and then Oscar got the pair of clothes.
there you go.
I spent 55
Yay.
on nothing. God damn it.
Vivi turns to you and he says, "Don't worry about the mess. I will take care of everything. I have this under control." And he just looks over the mess again and he says, "Please do come back." It's like he almost has to force the words out.
I will. I promise. I will.
If you need anything, I am always here.
Right. Thank you,
If you
Vivi.
need anything,
Again,
there's
my
a shop
apologies.
down the street.
Let's get out of here, fellas.
All
How long
right.
were they shopping? I'm
I would say
assuming
that-
it was more than an hour.
That's probably better part of an hour, yeah.
Well, we
Because
would
with
have
any
tried
luck, in
those
an
on
hour
and
I'll be
stuff.
back.
All right. Yeah, I'd say just about the time that they're coming out of Vivi's, Katarina's strolling back.
Ah, excellent.
You
You
get
get
what
So
what
you
you
get.
are they
feeling
wearing their
accomplished?
goods?
Oh my god.
Yes, I'm clothed now.
Like, but are they wearing their fine duds and whatnot?
Yeah, and I'm gonna
All of
unequip
winners?
my. Yep. So
Okay.
I look the same because I was always classy as fuck. But oh, the perfumes. I'm sorry. Can we go back to that real quick? The magic perfume.
Oh, yes, of course, my lord.
Yeah. Tell me about it real quick.
Vivi hurries behind the counter, almost prancing as he hops behind the counter, and he says, here it is. And he holds up this very nice glass vial that he sets on the counter in front of him. He says, this is... One moment, I closed that. Now, this is a very special item. It'll last about an hour. I believe it's called Perfume of Bewitching. Essentially, what it will do is it will help you be more persuasive.
Really? Is this a one-time use we're talking about here?
I'm afraid so, my lord.
Interesting. What are you asking for this item?
I couldn't possibly let it go for less than, say, 40 gold pieces. At this point, you see
Oh,
his tail is twitching just a little bit as he suggests that.
yeah. Can I incite him to see? Because he's a buddy of mine. I got this big grin on my face.
Sure.
I'm like, really? Come on, you. Oh my god! What is going on today?
Wow, dude, something's wrong.
As a party, we broke 10 like
Seriously.
twice.
It's gonna be one of those days.
Holy shit. Nobody start any fights.
Right? See, just look, we're just saving up our good rules.
I hope so. Oh, what is that? Okay. I thought Kazan did that. I shat myself. Yeah. All right. You got me, you sleaze bag. For the door and for the mess, there's a full
Wow.
40 gold.
Honestly, my lord, the mess is not a problem. I completely understand when foreigners don't quite know what they're doing in my shop.
I sigh. Yeah. Here's your gold.
Thank you very much, my lord.
Cool. Okay, I'm done now. What's that item called?
Here you go. It comes into your just a vial,
A vial.
but I'm gonna go ahead and identify it because he told you what it's called.
Yeah, please.
Oh, are these not identified? Is that why it's...
Yeah, I'll send that in just a sec. Since he told you what all
Elegant
of them are.
clothes.
So Katerina came home, saw them come out, and then saw them turn around and go back inside, and she went in to enter the manor. Whether or not she was successful, I don't know.
The door is locked.
Okay, so when she tries to pick the lock, what happens?
Roll me a
Roll above a 10.
lock check. The shit, what's that even called?
Would it be part
picking?
of my
These tools.
stuff? Yeah, my
It's at the
Ah.
bottom of your skills. Thieves tools.
Let's have a
what it's
look.
for.
Son
Or
of a
not.
bitch.
It's a very old lock. That's gonna do it. It takes a while, but she's able to pick through that lock. Okay, I've got all
And
those
as she
identified for you.
does, she also mutters something in the direction of the house. But it's kind of I guess no one picked it up because no one else is there. But she kind of has something to say about the door being locked to the house.
I'm sorry, real quick, just so that since we're being true to our inventories, can I also just spend like a gold on a good supply of normal perfume? Just
Um,
various smelly goods. So I have him.
Vivu will tell you that perfume, a regular vial of perfume, will run you about 5 gold pieces.
Oh, holy shit. Okay, then yeah, I'll buy one of those.
All right.
Okay, and now I'm done. I promise.
No, we're totally good. I love it.
Perfume is hard to make, dude.
Let me go ahead. I'll put that in your inventory here just a
Tricksy
second.
business. Tricksy business.
Fuck. Way more money than I ever thought I'd spend at a clothing
nothing.
store in D&D.
But he's as you go to leave, Vivi looks very happy and then looks down at the mess and then over at Mr. Humphrey and just
Mr.
let's get this cleaned up.
Humphrey.
Mr. Humphrey.
The cat.
Mhm.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
This is
I'm not
great.
bothered by that at all.
This is great.
Just who is familiar with the British comedy that comes from, which the name of escapes me right now? Anyone?
It
Monty
sounds
Python?
familiar, but it's not ringing a bell.
Same.
Are you being served?
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
British came from a British comedy. And when I did men's clothing store, I was looking around for ideas, and my mom suggested Mr. Humphrey from this British comedy that she and I have watched many times. He's this hilarious character, and Vivi was partially based on him.
Interesting.
That's awesome.
I'm not familiar with it, so never would have caught it.
That's okay. I enjoyed it.
Well, that's all that matters, man.
Okay, so yeah, Katerina gets the door open and she's already sitting inside, or inside rather,
She's in her room.
wherever she is. Okay, she's in her room when you guys get there. So, and you've got about another, say, 3 hours before the opera.
That was a 3-hour trip to the thing.
After the conversation and Renair's visit and everything else that's going on, yeah.
Trying on clothes.
Yeah.
Smelling perfumes.
There's a lot of counting and snacking.
Whatever.
All right. Well, does Kat look the same, or is she dressed up and ready to go?
She's in her room.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. All right. Well, let's get you guys ready to go, and we'll start on our way. What do you guys think? Nothing wrong with being early.
3 hours early?
Well,
Is that really a
how
good
how
idea?
far is it? This place?
Let's see.
Not
I
a
check to
2-minute,
see if Cat needs help moving anything.
not a 2-minute drive. That's for sure.
So you guys are up here at Troll Skull Manor. Where I just put the circle. Lightsinger Theater is down here just south of the marketplace.
It's not awful.
It's right underneath the Great Drunkard, the one of the walking statues of Waterdeep. So no, you can get there pretty quick. It's not a long journey.
Yeah, what, 20, 30 minutes?
Yeah, but they're about.
I say we take a little extra time cleaning up, making ourselves look more appropriate.
Yeah, agreed.
Maybe discussing emergency situations for the night.
Yeah, we still need to figure out Oscar. So we'll wait for Kat to come out of her room. Did Oscar put on the nice
Sorry,
clothes?
we're-
I forgot. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I finally did get it on, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, he's wearing it.
How does he look? Does he look acceptable?
The clothes fit him just perfectly. It's this very nice very fine clothes. It looks very appropriate for the opera.
A little out of place because he's 8 feet tall.
He is 8 feet tall, and it does make him look somewhat out of place, just the fact of his height. But other than that, he looks great.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna give
It's
him
perfectly.
a sneaky little spritz or two from the new perfume when he's not looking.
It's got this very nice rosy scent to it that
Yeah, perfect. It's my
light,
favorite
but
kind.
not too imposing.
Perfect.
I'm sorry, I missed how long it would take us to get to the opera house.
Oh, 20, 30 minutes tops.
Probably 30 minutes because we would probably be
Excellent.
pretty casual about it.
I'm gonna make sure my armor is underneath my fine clothes, and that all of my adventuring gear is, not in the way of looking as good as I possibly
Mhm.
can.
Are you going to carry your shield with you?
No, I'm gonna leave the shield behind.
Okay. Anyone else have any technical things like that they need to look at as far as what kind of equipment you can bring?
No. Because I carry a staff and a book.
All right.
Anybody that has a problem with that, well, we're going to get in an argument. I'm a member of the Mages Guild, I say. What is that called, the Mages Guild?
The Watchful Order of Magists and Protectors.
Okay.
So during this time, Katerina, up in your room, you feel this. There's a real cold spot that forms around you.
Okay.
It goes away after a little while. It's not for very long. As it leaves, the door opens behind, and then it slams shut.
Jeebus.
And she kind
Yeah.
of just rolls her eyes and looks a
No,
little
a
annoyed.
ghost.
Who? No, I'm.
His cat.
Well, alright. I'm in my room. He
Oh,
said there was a
right.
cold spot in my room, then the door opened, then it slammed. And my response to that was, just a slight look of annoyance as it happened.
Well, I'd gone up to check on her, so do I get a door slammed on my face?
Pretty much.
Yeah, you see the door open and just slam as you're walking towards it.
Did she notice
How
him
rude.
walking toward the door when it opened and slammed?
Oscar.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hard to miss, especially in my nice new clothes.
If I noticed him, or if he knocks, then I'll open the door.
I will knock.
Well, look at you. You almost
It
look
can do
cleaned up.
this, and then I do the splits.
Oh,
It just
it can.
rips.
Exactly. So I hold my leg as high as I can, and I let it slowly get pulled down as my pants mend themselves.
Can you tell me what it specifically is that gets pulled down?
No idea what you're talking about.
I didn't pull on nothing. I'm just I'm sorry. All right, and so it mends itself.
Yes, it does.
And she kind of looks
Gloriously.
down at the rip, and she looks up at him, and he's like, with his proud face,
7
and
foot tall, it's kind of eye level.
she just kind of stares blankly and says, "Impressive, very impressive."
And the pants. I mean, nice, right?
And she looks at him and doesn't respond.
Okay.
So can your clothes do that?
No.
You hear from downstairs muffled, "Cat, you need anything?"
All
They-
good.
They smell like a garden downstairs.
I'm sure they do.
Oscar smells fantastic.
Yes, he
No,
does.
no,
He's just
no.
got the most
Oscar.
spritz of that perfume.
No,
He
Scar
does-
smells great.
So,
He does smell
Oscar, is this why you came up to see me?
no, Scar.
Yeah,
That
the
was
pants thing.
amazing.
Are you
Very
okay?
nice. I'm fantastic.
Oh shit.
I have some snacks downstairs if you want some.
I'll be down in a little while.
Okay, I go down and join the others.
And yeah, that's all I got. So we're ready to
Okay.
fast forward till we gather up to head out.
When he comes back downstairs, we're gonna slick back his hair
There you go.
and clean him up
Yes.
and make him look more human.
Trim his beard. Yeah, that Todd's all over that shit.
Please tell me you're gonna powder his nose and cheeks.
Beautify him, throw some makeup on him.
Try to get the red to go away. Contour.
Wow.
There's a little contouring here.
You know
Wow,
what?
that's
Actually,
racist.
I would
That's
like to
saying
try
trying
to
to get the
use.
black to go away.
You said you wanted to make him
Oh.
look more human.
You know,
I wasn't
whatever.
racist.
Because he's not a human. And we're trying to make him
Yeah.
look human. You're
And
trying to
humans
make him
don't
less
go around
red.
with
Wow.
his nose and his cheeks are red. Your face is
I'm just,
racist.
I'm just giving you shit. You're good.
Okay.
Your face is
all-
good.
All that aside, I
Thank
would
you.
like to try to use my my Sune craft to do as much as I can to not only make him look good, but to make him look different.
Sure.
Make him
Um,
smell different
what.
too.
Roll me a. Let's call it sleight of hand.
Really. Come on, break 10. Why?
Oh my god.
You hit 10.
He
What the
looks better.
fuck?
I wouldn't say he looks different, but you know.
Wow.
Have you ever seen the Beast and Beauty and the Beast after the
I mean, he's got too much fur, but now it's in little ponytails.
and curls
Oh,
and
God.
ringlets and bows? And he
All right.
smiles like a proud peacock, like he's the most handsomest thing walking on the planet.
Oh my
Oh, sorry,
god.
the plane.
That's perfect.
So you guys are. Your time passes and time to leave. So, do you guys want to catch a Duray or just walk or?
Yeah. Yeah, let's get
All right.
you. Don't want to
I
get
don't
all
think
dusty.
people this pretty, I don't think they walk.
Nope.
All right. So you guys go out from Sardine Street off to the high road, and you have to wait a little while. But one of the trains does come by, and it does stop. And the fare taker at the back where the stairs go up, he holds out his hand and he says, 5 nibs apiece. 5 nibs. There's a couple of people in front of you handing 5 copper pieces.
I turned to Kat and I don't see her anywhere.
Right.
Todd and Bart, I think we forgot her.
Did we? I mean, Kazan said she's with us, right?
Is she not? I said it's time to leave. But
That's true. That
I'm
was
sorry
my bad.
that she can't hear your voice in game.
I,
We
There's a
just
God
assume-
voice comes down from above.
You're right. I'm
It's
sorry.
time to
I skipped a beat there. We're ready to go. She is not. My apologies.
okay.
We whooshed pretty quickly.
It's totally fine. Just if you just go and tell her it's time to go.
Yeah.
I wasn't downstairs.
Bitch,
but
where
I
you
don't.
is?
Right?
Biatch.
Right?
The time is at hand.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
We gotta go.
Like when we see Kat, is she like completely different now? Like
Are you
she took her
asking me?
glasses off and like all the hair is perfect and everything now.
She didn't wear glasses. She removed
it
her
was-
braces even for this occasion. So.
I think it was
Covered the acne.
symbolic.
Put on some.
What about the freckles?
Some.
Don't forget the
There's
freckles.
some. She's wearing contact lenses.
No, but seriously, how does she look? I'm kind of dying.
I didn't mean to kill you. She was just, being a girl. That's what girls do, even if they're like, Shatterkai girls. Um, so when she hears you guys hollering, she walks downstairs. She is wearing a dress. It is the color. It's hard to describe. It's almost as though you were looking at the night sky, but you couldn't figure out exactly what was where. Oh, where's my dress? So it's got like just comes over the shoulder, so you can see her neck and the top of her chest only. Comes down, it's form fitting. It's this black, dark purpley, a little bit shimmery material. And all the edges have lace on it. Fitted down, and then the skirt it's kind of, it doesn't poof out like you might expect, but and you can, when you look at it, it doesn't look brand new, but it doesn't look old either. Like I don't know how to describe that any better.
Worn?
It's not worn at all.
Ageless.
It doesn't. There's a good way to describe that. And when it comes down to the bodice, you can see where there are, like, it looks like straps coming across, across the very bottom. I wanted to give you this picture, but I don't have it anymore. So that it looks like this. So there's just a distinct difference, even though it's made from the same material, of the bodice and the skirt. You can see where the skirt begins and the bodice of the dress ends. Although it looks like it's all one piece, it's all made the same thing. And she's also wearing gloves that go up almost to her elbows, and the top parts of them have lace around them. And the sleeve of her dress is just like a quarter sleeve, and then there's lace coming off of the bottom of that. And then there's also, she's wearing this kind of flowing, but not like a long train, just a flowing cloak made of the same material that has a hood on it. Her hair is combed. It's kind of parted off to the side, but close to the center, and it's brought down into a small bun at the nape of her neck. Not that you can see that because she has her hood up. But her hair looks like, from what you can see, it looks like it's just well put together.
I guess.
Nothing fancy,
Wow.
but very, very clean and formal.
That will do very well. Nice work. The hood, though, is it because of the tattoo?
It's because of the rain.
Oh,
I don't want my hair to get wet if it rains.
It's awesome.
the rain.
Took me an hour to get it just right.
I see. Okay. Well, good work. Good work.
I
can
know
see
what you
why
mean.
Didn't need to come with
I'm
us.
patting my hair. Just kind of shake my head, and it just kind of, my hair's just flat, and it just kind of hangs.
That's why I keep it short. Looks good no matter what
Feathers
happens.
on the right, just kind of. My hair's weird.
And you also notice that although she's got this really weird grayish skin that doesn't look natural to people who don't spend a lot of time with Shadowcat, you do notice that the colors of the dress actually complement. Her skin is complemented by it, so it just makes her look. It doesn't contrast in a bad way with her skin color.
Hey, Oscar.
Yo.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know how to accompany a lady to a fine event? I really don't.
Yes.
That was more rhetorical than anything else. Come here.
Okay,
and
good, because no.
I'm gonna give him like a bit of decor, like offer her his arm and everything, so that he can kind of blend in with her. Like just kind of give him a little bit of culture as far as
All right, if you could
Wow.
imagine this dress being
You're
more
gonna
like a
give
starry
them a little
sky,
culture.
it'll give you a little bit better idea of what she's wearing.
Yeah,
Oh,
a
that's
culture
cool.
montage.
Culture montage.
And then you'd imagine that cloak thing with it too.
Badass.
Nice.
I like that red. That's badass. But yeah, Kazan, should I do a check or are we just good there?
I don't think so. Do you have a suggestion for what that might be?
What?
Do you have a suggestion for a
He
check?
puts out his arm and she takes it. Mission
Yeah, I mean,
accomplished.
I don't think that requires a check. Do you?
Okay. No, I just wanted
He
to
puts
see.
out his arm and he trips on his hand, and now he's laying face
Well,
first on the
would
street.
you be surprised, honestly? Really? Would you?
Nope,
So far,
I would not.
That's about par for the course at this point.
poor Vivi's gonna be cleaning up at night.
He takes
Oh
off
my
his
God.
boot, he puts it on his hand, and he offers it to the girl.
I thought me booting in the door would be the worst part of that visit. All right, cool. So anyways,
We all get to go dance and have
Alright.
fun
So
now that we're
drink.
ready.
No one gets you
Everybody
dancing.
else.
They don't dance at
The
operas,
dray-
right?
Oh, I don't
Well,
think so.
That's fair.
The dray
Vivi
pulls
has to
right.
clean.
The dray pulls right up to the front of the Lightsinger Theater there on Bazaar Street. It lets you off, and there is a pretty good sized crowd outside. Lightsinger Theater is known to be one of the most luxurious theaters in Waterdeep. The marquee over the front doors is magically lit and features the words, "The Fall of Tiamat, based on a true story, opening night," in bold lettering.
Awesome. I cannot wait for this.
Another poster is displayed inside at the ticket windows. It reads, "The Iron Talon is now recruiting. Inquire at a Lindy Tower. Inquire at a Lindy Tower in Thundertree, less than a day's journey east of Neverwinter along the Neverwinter River."
You're killing him.
There are people just all over the place, mingling around. Everyone roll me a d20.
I was taking a drink of beer. It was real close to just
Oh,
spitting
God.
that everywhere.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
What's going on?
Don't worry, this you don't have to worry about because this is a table to see who you see, and I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. Bartholomew, you actually see Maloon, Three Strings, and Gelester are here. Katarina, you see two halfling women, both wiping tears with a silken handkerchief and sitting with a wide-eyed halfling teenager. Todrin, Todrin, you're not really looking when a woman walks up to you and just slaps the shit out of you. Roll me a dex
Wow.
save real quick.
Dex save. Bam! Fucking finally.
He slaps
You-
her back. He bitch slaps her right back, and nobody notices.
When she goes to slap you,
Brush back!
you manage to pull away. She just almost gets you, but you manage to pull away at just this last second, and she just shouts at you, says, "You bastard!" You recognize this to be Bray Grolhund, and it didn't go over well. You two had a relationship that did not end well.
Bray, you said? Bray?
Bray, Brey, Grolhund,
Oh,
Gralhund.
Bray, my darling. It's always such a pleasure.
She just and just turns around and walks away.
Next time you need someone to hold your hand, you don't need to hit him in the face first.
Oscar,
I mumbled the second
there's-
half of that.
Oscar, you see a very well-dressed man that turns to you and introduces. He gives you a slight bow and he introduces himself. He says, a good man, and he offers to shake your hand. You take his hand.
Yes.
He says, JB Nevercaught. It's a pleasure to meet you. I don't believe I've ever seen you here before.
It's a pleasure to meet you
Nevercaught?
too, sir.
He's trying to talk fancy.
God damn it.
Never caught?
JB,
Weird.
never caught.
Strange.
Like I caught you lay on, or you catch somebody.
COTT.
Merci.
I must say that is a very fine outfit you're wearing. I sell men's clothing myself, and if you would not mind, I would love to see.
I
you in
can
my shop
absolutely
sometime.
show you what it can do, and I do the splits.
As you do, he watches and he kind of goes wide eyed and he goes,
Just
I
wait.
see.
Watch this.
What do you do now?
I wait for it to mend.
Okay. Yeah, it starts mending on its own. He says, "That is remarkable, my friend. I
My friend bought it for me. Very nice.
really." He says, "Who's your friend?"
Sir Bart, right over there.
I'm standing there reading a book.
That's bullshit. I bought it for you.
That's
Standing.
wasn't even the person who bought it.
He
Standing
glances
next to
over.
Todd.
He glances over at Bart and he just gives you a curt nod to Oscar and he says, "I see. Well, enjoy the show tonight." He says, and that's a very fine gift. And
It is.
all right,
I don't know if I need to mention it or not,
please.
but in my dress, my spike chain it's fitted in there and it's kind of hidden in there under, and but because the way it falls across, it wouldn't be clanging, and also I have daggers, my 2 daggers, strapped
Alright.
to my leg.
Okay. If it becomes an issue, I'll ask you to roll a sleight of hand check or something like that. So
Yeah, I
Don't-
just
don't
didn't know
worry
if
about
I
it for
should
now.
tell you whether or not I came with weapons. I didn't know if I needed to say it before
yeah,
anything.
actually, let's go ahead and tell me. Everybody's got weapons, right? Bart, you've got your staff. Todd, you've got a long sword.
I've got
Oscar,
my badass longsword you gave me. Yep, strapped all fancy.
Because I'm not certain that if I'm not noble, I'm not certain I'm allowed to carry those or not. But
you're allowed to carry a small weapon, yes, like a dagger or something. You're
so
absolutely.
my daggers are
The-
good, and then my
the
spike
chain might be
thing.
questionable, and at the very least, the chain would probably raise an eyebrow from the watch.
If
But
it didn't look like decor, which it
Right.
does with this dress.
okay, Oscar, you have some item to defend yourself with if need be.
I mean, I just have my quarterstaff, but it's more of like
Okay.
a walking stick, so
Sure. All right.
not overtly
So-
a weapon, I guess.
Lush red carpeting is laid for the lobby and extends into the auditorium and upper balcony level. There are 6 private boxes on the upper floor as well. The seats are comfortable with ample legroom, and I'm going to put your tokens here, and you guys can go ahead and show me where you want to sit.
Yeah, can you give me that map again? I deleted it on accident. I was working
Damn,
on
it's
Todd's shitty notes.
Oh, so we get to pick where we want to sit?
Unfortunately, when I tried to make the balcony level, it just turned into a disaster, and so I just have the.
My first thought is
Oh, you
I
made
need to
this
talk to
well-made,
Oscar about sitting in the back because no one can see around him for 3 years. And he goes and sits front and center, of course,
3 years.
because he has no idea how big he is. No one behind him, all the way back, can see a fucking thing.
Oh, that's amazing.
This big furball head.
That is
I look
hilarious.
over at Todd. Do you expect us to all sit together?
Well, let's see what happens, huh? Let's be reactionary.
I'm not sitting in the front row, Todd.
Right. So let's hang back and see.
Nice.
As you say that, I'm like, yes, hang back, and I walk
Like
in
it's
and
the
I
most
sit
offensive
here.
thing ever. I wouldn't be caught dead in the front seat.
I'll kind of stand
That
to the
isn't-
side and behind him, just waiting to see where Kat and Oscar end up.
Oh, you see where Oscar's ended up.
Oh, so you didn't talk him out of it? He ends up in the front seat?
He never talked to her about it. He marched himself up there and sat down.
Right? I was gonna say you act like that was an option.
Well, I mean, because he's got you on his arm when you walk in.
But,
He takes
I mean,
off and you don't
he-
chase him. He gets away.
Still not
Oh,
my
that's
puppy.
right. I was.
Nobody said anything about a puppy. You walked in together and he runs off. You don't follow him. Is that true?
I got her in the door. That's all you told me about.
I don't sit around here asking you who you follow around. If I go, you'll see me go.
Okay, so you don't follow him. In that case, I'll stand here
Yeah, she
with
can't sit at
Bart.
the front because the problem with her sitting at the front is she can't see anything. Everything's to her back, and that's completely against every part of her nature. And she could never do it.
Todrin, I
You
will
see
tell
me
you that.
sit down and you sit across the aisle from me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I was just say there are people trying to get to their seats, and you're standing in the aisle.
Yep.
You would
So
probably sit next to me.
I'll wait till they pass and then try
So
to
she's
scoot
over here
across.
looking at
Right.
people as they enter, standing out of the way of people going into their seats.
okay.
And she's looking around at people and just trying to notice what she can notice.
I'll tell you what. Roll me a perception check.
Oh
All
my,
right.
a decent roll. What shall I do with that?
Hey.
Let's see. You actually notice that Dabble is here, Dabble Starsong, along with a dwarven woman and a human woman that are sitting next to him. They're about in the middle of the theater, the middle row there. Yagra is not present, but you do see the Dabble and these two women.
Is there anything special about these two women that she notices?
You think you may have seen one of them at one point with him before, but other than that, not especially. I'll get you a picture of them just real quick. Give me a second.
And do either of them look like they are romantically attached to him?
Oh no, it looks more business than anything.
You said one was human and one was what? Tell me he did not come to the opera dressed like that.
Those are the two women. Everyone's dressed in fine clothes, but and you do not see these massive weapons that the two women are carrying, but they are most certainly armed in some way.
Of course, as most I'm sure. Now you said one was human. What's the other? A dwarf?
Yes, the other is a dwarf.
Okay, thanks.
That's a bunch of bullshit. Where's her beard?
Holy fuck, you are way too good at that. Holy shit.
So, as everyone takes their seats, and unless you'd prefer to stand there.
After everyone's sitting down,
Okay.
I
We
would
should
like to
stand. I can
stand
stand.
kind of right over here,
Sure.
out of the way, where I can kind of see the entire auditorium, theater. Whether I sit
Bart,
down later, we'll see. But
Right.
if we're going to make a go of this as an adventuring party, we're really going to need to work on our formation, so to speak.
I stand up and turn around. What was that, Todd?
What bullshit? I mumbled it to Bart.
no way you could have heard it over the rumble of the crowd.
Yeah, it's pretty loud in here right now.
Well,
The room is well lit, and as the curtains, there's a bright red curtain up, and you see a man. They rustle a little bit as the man comes out, and he takes a slight bow. He says, he clears his throat and gestures to one of the private boxes above. He says, "Ladies and gentlemen, and before we begin this evening's performance, I would like to ask you all to give a round of applause to thank this evening's guests, the heroes of the Battle of the Well of the Dragons, the Iron Talon, Heinrich Alindi, Solinar Kimmler Sonsunder, Oliver Alderleaf, and Rin Greylock." Everyone in the theater stands up and begins clapping.
ooh.
What
I
kind of
begin
cheap-ass
clapping,
fakes
too.
do they have for us?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. What?
He said he stands up and starts clapping. I asked what cheap-ass fakes do they have for our heroes? Some skinny little twig of a dude for Hind with like plates and
No.
pots for armor.
This guy, he's gesturing up to one of the private boxes, and as you look above, Oscar, you're really the only one that can see this. there are, in fact, two humans, a dwarf, and a halfling that appears to be standing in his seat up in the private box overhead.
No
That's
fucking way.
glorious.
Fangirl maniacally.
Absolutely glorious.
That's awesome.
Well played.
Is one of the humans way bigger than the other one?
Yes.
Oh my god! That's us!
That's me!
That's
mean,
fucking me!
that's-
I mean,
Wait, this is weird. Something's wrong.
No,
who
this
the
is
hell?
fantastic.
No way they're actually
Thank
here.
you for the lovely gift. Why not? It was a lovely gift.
Oh yeah,
Indeed.
I was. That was in character. That was in character. Me
Yeah.
saying, "No way, that's actually
forgive
them."
me.
That's
So
fucking awesome.
tonight's opera tells the tale of these four heroes, along with their many friends and allies that they gathered along the way. How they came to stop the cult of the dragon from summoning Tiamat from the Nine Hells only a few short years ago. He says, and then he gives a bow, and the curtains open as he walks off stage.
As that's happening, I lean over to Todd. I don't think anything's gonna happen here tonight. And if it does, there are people here that will quash the issue immediately. I think we're okay, Todd.
Right. All right.
Okay, so everyone knows what is going to happen here. I have posted a link to Slack that I'm don't have the ability to play this at all, but at some point, if you would like to, I did a search for dwarf opera, and in no shape, form, or fashion do I mean to insult this guy. This guy is absolutely fantastic. His voice is amazing, but when I looked for dwarf opera, this is the guy I found. And I will, if you guys want to watch that at some point, please. He's amazing.
Dwarf opera, huh?
That was not what I was looking. I was looking for like Lord of the Rings style dwarf opera, and instead, it didn't even occur to me that I might find that. And he is absolutely phenomenal.
Wow, that is a
So.
good voice. From both
Now
of
I
them.
have to look. Where is it on? You said Slack?
It's on Slack. I was kind of debating with myself over whether or not this would be inappropriate, but I think that it's not. So.
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
In no way do I mean for that to be
I get
offensive.
you.
So.
I get you.
But yeah, that guy is just amazing. So the opera begins, and it is all in Dwarvish, and the only one of you, I believe, that speaks Dwarvish is Bartholomew. So he's the only one. Is it Bart that speaks Dwarvish?
Yes.
Let me check. I'm going through everyone's list here.
Not me. Celestial Common Giant.
Yeah, if you just click on it, it says neat.
All right, so Bart, you're the only one that understands as this opera begins, and it is a wonderful performance, very professionally done. The lighting seems to be magically controlled and to like the mood and everything for the scenes as they go. And at about the point where the group is headed to Thunder Tree in the opera, the intermission begins, and I need everyone to roll me another d20. Actually,
damn it.
Katerina, I need you to give me a perception check also, since you're keeping an eye on things.
That's what, 5 dice that have been above 10 so far? Total? The whole session?
Katerina, you see Davil and these two women get up. You don't see where they go.
Which way did they exit?
They seem to go towards the back.
Okay. Left side or right side? As we're looking down.
Straight back. They went.
There are nothing but chairs. We're like, there's 2 rows there. Did they take? Okay, thank you.
Sorry. Okay. So everyone, this is the point where people get up and they start mingling amongst themselves for the a short break here.
All right.
The intermission?
Right.
Yes.
Yay.
So I lean over to Todd and I'm like, Todd,
Uh,
I have to pee. I'll be back in just a moment.
all right.
Go check on Oscar.
I want to incite him, if I may.
Go ahead.
Do I believe him? Is that what
You
he's
mean like a
doing?
riot?
No.
Bart, roll in tower, whichever you feel is appropriate.
But the tower is so
Is this-
far away.
You can move it, you know.
Yeah, man, you can move it, you know.
I
is-
think Casey can.
He's hiding something.
All right. Yeah, I'll go check on them. Oscar seems to be a little out of sorts, but as soon as Bart is turned around and walking away, I'm gonna follow him.
Roll a stealth check. And Bart, roll a perception
I was
check.
gonna say,
Both of you
and
in the
I'm
tower.
Awesome.
Okay. Bart, nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Son of
Yes!
a bitch.
Yes! With disadvantage, bitch.
The clinking of chainmail beneath his clothes is just muffled out by the sound of everyone talking. We're moving around the room, busy during the intermission. So, where are you going?
I'm heading up to Private Box C.
Yes. Okay. When you get there, the door is being held open by Renair, and he
Hello, Renair.
reaches out to shake your hand. He says, "Ah, great! I'm glad you can make it."
I shake his hand.
this-
What's this about?
First off, is that Oscar down in the front row?
Unfortunately, it is. It was
This is-
Todd's idea
well,
to bring him, but
don't
you know.
don't worry about it. It's just I'm. And at that point, there's another man that stands up behind him.
Oh, who's your friend?
Just a moment here. Sorry.
And I'm listening to all this, right? I can hear all this.
Let's
That's
If you
what
get
I
close
want,
enough,
is-
we're gonna have to do another set of perception and stealth, because...
Yeah, go ahead and roll another perception check, Bart. Todrin, go ahead and roll another stealth check. Since you've gone upstairs into a private room now, and there are other people watching now.
Okay.
Okay,
Oops. I forgot about the tower.
that's okay. Bart, you rolled a 4. You don't
Yes!
notice.
Son of a bitch!
Renair rolled a 2 and also does not notice.
No
Ah,
freaking
for
way!
fuck's sake.
No way! Cool. I'm just
Yeah,
standing
you
there
heard
so.
quietly listening.
He introduces you to this man.
Oh,
you-
gross.
This. I hope you don't say that. You say that.
No,
out loud.
no.
This man stands up and he puts a hand out to you and he says, "Ah, what is your name?" He can't. He's looking and he looks to Renair and he says, "This is Margaster, is it?" Yes, Margaster.
Do I recognize him?
You do recognize him. This is Mert. He is a very high official. He is an aide to the Open Lord, Lady Silverhand.
And he's not a noble?
He is a noble. He is very much a noble. He is quite possibly one of the most famous people in town. In fact,
Oh, okay.
roll me a history check as he greets you.
Ooh, me
Ah!
too, me too.
What's his
Yeah.
last name?
Mert the Moneylender.
That's... what would I call him, though?
Mert
Lord
Money.
Mert.
Just he just kind of smiles and he says,
Shake
"Just
his
Mert is
hand
fine." He
vigorously.
says, "Don't worry about it, my boy. We're gonna do good things, I promise. Just Mert is fine." He pats you on the back. It's pretty hard. He slaps you on the back. He says, "Come, have a seat." And he gestures
Yes,
and says-
excellent.
He says, "So, Renair here tells me that you're a good bet. He says, I'm sorry to hear about your friend.
Yes.
We
How
know
do you know about that?
Well, A Harper is first and foremost a spy, in a way. It is our job to know these things.
Would I already know that he's with the Harpers?
It's possible, not with that history roll, no. But
Okay.
he's just told you.
Right.
He says,
Ah!
so, here to offer you a position within the Harpers, if you're interested. Says,
Well, what do you have to offer? Well, what do you have to say? Not offer. I don't say offer,
yeah.
I say.
Are you familiar with our organization?
I am. I mean, everybody knows the the Hoppers, yes.
Well, just for everyone else. No, never mind. Everybody else in there, never mind. He just tells you, says, there's a few things that we need to discuss. First things first, and he gestures to Oscar down in the front row. He says, I've heard about your situation. Your furry friend down there is not the Black Viper. And he had nothing to do with the recent burglary of the Stormweather estate. Regardless of his, let's call them talents, shall we? He just has a big smile. I've taken the liberty of pulling a few strings. You needn't worry about that any longer. Consider it a favor from the Harpers.
Oh.
Todd gets a
Well-
big grin on his face and pumps his fist silently. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, good to know. Thank you. Thank you, Matt.
And there are absolute fringe benefits to being in the Harpers. If you would like to join our organization, I am free to offer you a position right here and right now. Your name has come up more than once before, but due to recent events, you've been kind of thrust into the spotlight of our potential recruits.
I see. I see. Well, what's the catch? I mean,
No catch at all. It's just, uh, and what you know about the Harpers is it's a clandestine network of spellcasters and spies that seek to tip the scales in favor of the innocent, the weak, and the poor within the realms. Harper agents pride themselves on being incorruptible defenders of good. They never hesitate to aid the oppressed. Because they prefer to work behind the scenes, they're rarely noticed as they thwart tyrants, depose rulers, and head off any growing force that is rumored to have evil intent. The Harpers have their
awesome.
finger.
So I'm already going to be inclined to
Yeah,
the thought of this.
right. The Harpers have their
Okay.
finger on the pulse of power in the realms and work tirelessly, even the odds for the downtrodden.
Gotcha. So I'm
Says-
interested. So
At
what?
this point, I'm gonna get a big grin on my face and I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna blend into the crowd and go
Okay.
back to our seats.
Roll me a dex save,
Fuck.
Todrin. Okay. You bump right into that halfling that is been in the that first private box. He just looks up to you and says, "Hey, watch where you're going, pal."
Oh, hey, I'm sorry, man. I didn't see you. Wait, are you?
What?
I swear I saw you just a second ago. Ollie?
Friends call me Ollie. You can call me Oliver.
All of what? Ha.
All right. I gotta meet to get to, so scoot.
My
You get the
apologies.
distinct impression that he is not a noble and he does not give a shit.
As he walks away. Well, good work.
Yeah. You actually see him. He goes over and he's talking to Davil right now.
Oh shit.
Uh,
I think I've done
So-
enough spying though. I'm gonna count
Yeah.
my blessings and walk away. I just tripped over
As-
Ollie. Holy shit.
as you're walking away, you do notice that there are a couple of people that have been watching that room, and they notice you when you bump into him rather publicly.
I just made fun of the hero of the ages. One of the heroes of the ages. all of what? But yeah, I'm sorry. I'll go back
So-
to my seat. Go ahead.
Yeah. Mert continues. He says, let's see.
awesome.
He's talking to Bart. He says, "I know your family has had issues with the Zentarum. Neither your father nor you are friends of theirs. Given your new companions, though, the Harpers see an opportunity. I would like you to simply keep your eyes and ears open."
For the Zentarum?
The little bird told me that your friend, the other one, is working with them. As I
Yes,
said,
I see no reason to keep any of that a secret, but
as I said, it's our business to know these things.
indeed.
We also have information that suggests that she has been given a job by the Zentarum.
Oh,
The Harpers know what the job is, and I would encourage you to go on the job and just help. It's, well, I'm sure she'll be, if she hasn't told you about it already, she will soon. There's a murderer in the dock wards that the City Watch has so far been unable to capture. The Harpers don't want him on the streets any more than the Watch or Lord Alliance, or apparently even the Zentarum do.
I see. Interesting.
Do what you
And
can
how
to.
does she's a... The Zentarum have already told her about this? And why are the Zentarum interested?
The Zentarum make a habit of looking good, putting on a good public face. It's how they maintain their power. As long as at least some people think they're all right. They do good work from time to time just to keep up a good public face. It's nothing more than that. It's all an act. It always has been. It always will be.
I see. Well,
There's
I'll do
more
what
than
I can to assist her then.
he looks around the room. He says, "And there are more than a few Zentarum agents here tonight. More than a few Harpers. I actually saw a priestess of Suni in here earlier."
Suni. Yes, well, let me know if there's anything else that I can do to assist you. I mean, I'm honored that you have reached out to me.
We'll be in contact. There is, I'll tell you what. And he gestures down to the near the front, close to Oscar, but a couple of rows back. He says, "I believe you've met our friend down there. He'll be a good contact for you. Three Strings is his name. Matron Mareg. He was the one that told us what he had overheard at the yawning portal.
No shit.
He spends a lot of time there, and he's been keeping his eye on things, both on your group and specifically on the Zentarum." And he reaches into his pocket. He takes out a small box, little cardboard box, and what looks like a ring box, and he hands them to you. He says, "These are yours."
What is this? I open the box and it's the ring.
The inside the ring box is a Harper pin,
Oh, it's a pin.
and it's a small silver brooch in the shape of a harp between the horns of a crescent moon.
Oh,
And
that's
the
fucking
box,
cool.
The box is filled with paper birds.
Oh. Excellent.
You're familiar with how these work, right?
Yes, actually I am.
Wonderful.
Excellent. And
There you
these are tuned to you or someone that can get them to you?
Anyone you need them to go to. Just put their name on it. They'll fly straight to them.
Excellent. If I find anything important, then I should send the information to you directly.
I'm a busy man with other things. If it's absolutely imperative, then absolutely. Otherwise, Three Strings can get the information to me. Renair is more than capable as well. And Renair nods his head.
Excellent. The three of you it is. I'll keep that in mind.
All right. And Renair kind of steps back with the door open. And he says, "Welcome to the Harpers."
Thank you, Renard. I appreciate this. It's an honor.
The honor's mine. It's the least I could do after what you did for me.
Well, that was just happenstance. I would have done it for anybody, Renard.
And that's what makes you a harper.
Well,
Nice.
thank you. Well, I'll be seeing
Yeah.
you.
So as you leave the private box there, everyone's going to their seats. You actually pass the same halfling that Todrin bumped into a little while ago as he's going back to that private box. You can actually see the box that he's going to. There are two guards standing at the door, both wearing plate armor with a heavy helm, and they are wearing tabards that have the emblem of the Iron Talon on them.
Oh,
No
that's awesome.
fucking way.
Oh, that's awesome.
So cool.
We're so good we got bodyguards now.
Oh, yeah. I just waved to the halfling. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Enjoy the show.
What's up, little
You
guy?
to do the same.
Hey, little guy. Little guy.
How's it going?
Who's the good That's a good way to get murdered.
Level 15 rogue versus level 2 wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that first strike, I just explode.
Round one. Finish him.
Fight! Finish him!
Alright. So the evening, the performance concludes. When they get to the point where Venom Fang is slain just in front of a Lindy Tower, or what will in the future become a Lindy Tower, the entire crowd cheers, and there's a moment where the opera is like, do we continue? And they have to wait a minute for everyone to stop clapping as Venom Fang is slain. And the opera continues. Nothing else
Yay.
happens for the rest of the evening. And that's the evening.
Wow.
Excellent.
That happened. Whoa. We went from. Okay. All right. So we're done. We're leaving. Do we all? I guess we'll head to the
Yeah.
exit and wait for the two of you.
Yeah, at this point, you guys are free to mingle if you wish, or you can leave, or whatever you would like to do. The night is yours. If you want, it's late.
Before we meet up with them, while everyone's leaving and stuff, I pull Todd to the side. I explain to him, like, Todd, before we meet up with Katarina and Oscar, I have to tell you something.
All right.
Perhaps it was not the time. I don't know where they are. I'll tell you later.
Oh. Well, I suppose that works for me too. You can tell I'm grinning a little more than I normally do.
What did you do?
What do you mean? Nothing. Let's go find them. We need to get going. And yeah,
Okay.
we'll do that.
All right. So yeah, finish what you were saying, Kason. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So if you guys would like to mingle with the crowd, or if you would like to go home, or if you would like to take care of any other business that you may or may not know about yet, let me know.
I don't have anything else.
She's on the phone real quick.
She's what? She's on the phone?
Yeah, South got a call real quick.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all good. We can take a small intermission.
Yeah, I need to hit the bathroom, so perfect timing.
All right.
Be right
Let's
back.
do that then.
But Todd wants to see when we start to leave. I mean, I don't know where that first box is, but I want to try to stand me and Bart so we're simultaneously waiting for them to, and we're in a good position to see the box of quote heroes as they're leaving their seats. And with that being said, I'm gonna go hit the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
Wow, Kason, this is excellent. I'm having a great time.
I'm glad.
Thank you.
I debated whether or not to try playing anyone else, and I was like, I know I wouldn't be able to do Kimmler's voice, and I know I should probably just, rather than take any agency away from you guys, I'll just play Ollie. So
Well,
because I don't know what Kimmler or Heinrich may have done in the given situation, but I know what Ollie would have done.
you dropped a good bomb on us.
Sorry, I'm back.
It shocked us
We're-
all.
Heinrich's taking a quick bathroom break, so we're all on a little bit of a break right now.
Yeah, I'm taking a quick bathroom break too.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Normally, you guys can hear me when I get water.
Don't worry about it.
Just don't let us hear when you return it, please.
I wouldn't do that. I leave my headset in my room or mute it.
I was kidding, don't worry. I didn't think you really would.
I wouldn't. That's gross. Come on, give me some credit. Now, pooping, on the other hand, that can be done almost silently.
Fair game. You'll
I'm
never
just
know
kidding.
when I poop. I poop while we play.
Till you hear the splash.
Plop.
Whoops. What was that? I spilled some water. Oh, man. Excellent. You're just standing over on the side this whole time?
Yes.
Watching Oscar?
No,
And
I
all
was
the
watching the
people
room.
around him that are just pissed because they can't see.
Right? They're throwing shit at his head, but he doesn't notice.
Excuse me! Excuse me! Yes, what?
He turns around. Gazoon tight.
Yes.
At some point, Oscar's going to stand up, turn around, and yell, "Cat, this is my favorite part!"
Oh, man.
She stares at him blankly.
There's just a ton of pissed off people now. Just tons of them. Excuse me! Stop farting!
It's a natural process!
I had so much more information about the Harpers. I was totally overprepared for explaining who and what they are.
No, it's
I
good
used
to know.
I used like a quarter of it.
I thought they were just spies. I didn't know they were all Robin Hoodie.
Oh yeah, they're very much protect the
Robin
weak.
Hoodie. Yep.
I wouldn't
That's
necessarily
what I
say
said.
Robin Hood, but it's pretty close. Yeah,
Well, that's Robin Hoodie.
Yeah,
That's why I
yeah,
said that.
yeah,
And it's
you're right.
awful, but yeah.
you're right.
A little bit of Robin, a little bit of Hood.
If you do want, I can give you more information about them, though.
We can talk about it later, maybe. I don't know.
All right. Just because we're here and because we're breaking, I'll give you this part. It's pretty short. Goals: gather information throughout Faerun, promote fairness and equality by covert means, thwart tyrants and leaders, governments, and organizations that grow too powerful, aid the weak, poor, and oppressed. And their beliefs are: one can never have too much information or arcane knowledge. Too much power leads to corruption. The abuse of magic in particular must be closely monitored, and no one should be powerless.
Okay.
And yeah, I thought they sounded like a great option for art.
It does sound good. We could talk about that more later, too.
Just for the record, I was rolling perception checks for Matron 3 strings really early on. So I had that planned for a while.
Really?
Yeah, he heard everything.
At the opera?
No, before, like in session
like
one.
when we were at okay, yeah. Nice.
Session 1 and session 2 both. He and 3. Let's see. How many are we up to now? This is 4. The first
This is
30
4,
seconds,
that's right.
each time you guys were at the yawning portal, he rolled a really good perception check.
Nice. So he just listened to all of our conversations.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty much.
Excellent.
It's literally what he's there for.
This peeping Tom motherfucker. No. No, I'm sure we'll be great friends.
How are we doing on time?
I'm okay. I'm sure Hind
All
is.
right. So that was the reason I asked both Katerina and, why I asked Saf and you what the last names were, because I wanted to be absolutely sure I got them right. Because I had Kimmler's wrong, and I don't know why.
Okay, sorry. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Am I the last one back?
I think Kai is still away.
Okay, good, good.
Is he? I don't know if he went away. He got quiet.
What?
Is everybody here?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm here.
Drax?
All right.
He's silent. He's pooping.
Yes,
Oh, that's
I
right.
am.
My apologies.
You are silent, or you are pooping, or all of the above.
He's silent because he's pooping.
All right.
Yes.
As soon as you're ready.
My uncle has his hunting and fishing resort in Colorado, right? We go there in the summer. And his 7-year-old nephew, or sorry, nephew, is at the front desk, and someone asks for Uncle Mark. And this is so proud. He goes, "He's upstairs pooping right now." Tells us to the customer.
Oh man.
My
Nice.
uncle's, he's a proud Texan, and they don't discuss such things. So when Uncle Mark finds out, I told him because I couldn't help myself. He's like, he did not. I'm like, yeah. He goes, oh my god. Gotta have a talk with
Nice.
that boy. It was hilarious.
How dare they know I have bodily functions?
That's great.
Okay. Remind me, what was it that you wanted to do, Todd?
Just see if we could catch a glimpse of these supposed heroes that we've heard so much about as they leave their box.
Okay. And how are you trying to do this?
Stand to where I can see the exit of their box as we wait for Kat and Oscar to catch up with us.
All right.
I'm being super passive about it. If we miss them,
Right.
it's not huge. It's just that
Yeah.
I wanted to be
Say,
in a good spot to do both.
They wait a while just for the place to clear out a little bit before, they're pretty much celebrities. They don't want to get swarmed. But after a little while, they do come out of the box, and you do catch a glimpse of them.
Hey, look! It's a halfling! I bumped into him in the hall!
Oh, really? So, I mean, is that really him, do you think?
I don't know.
Them? That's crazy. Either way, I wouldn't want to tangle with them. They look like they know what they're doing.
I would hope so. They fought Tiamat.
Did they, though?
I don't know. My uncle is so vague about it.
I heard they
Uh,
only fought all the mages, but they did it twice because they didn't kill him the first time.
Bart, you would have realized.
That's me. I'm sorry. I didn't kill him the first time.
Bart, you would have actually noticed.
I'm giving myself shit from another dimension.
All right, Bart, you. Ah, all right, Bart, you would have noticed that your uncle Alaros is here. Actually,
Oh, interesting.
you haven't spoken to him, but you saw him in passing.
Are we close?
That's up to you. He's your family.
We're not close, but we talk.
Yeah.
What's that kind of family?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, where we're all like, hey, yeah, hey. How's the weather? Good. Good. See ya.
Not a come sit in my lap kind of family.
Nope.
That's good.
So I don't want to move on too quick, but I know you said you wanted to discuss something with Todrin in private. Bart.
Ah, yes. Right now?
That's up to you guys how you want to handle it.
I'll just wait till later.
Okay.
So this is all during intermission, right?
No, this
No,
is the
this
end.
is at the end.
It's over. It's done.
Kat
People are
has
leaving.
kind of followed the crowd out, and she's standing out front watching people.
Is there something you wanted to do during the intermission?
Oh no. I thought we were at intermission. So
Sorry.
It was his
No,
mistake.
yeah,
He couldn't have been listening because you were quite clear.
the word intermission was said at one point.
Yes,
During intermission,
there
it
was an
you're right.
intermission.
Well, I went and got a drink, so.
Oh, then that makes it my fault if I didn't tell you it was over. Sorry, I'm the
pretty
weak link
sure
here.
we asked, like, we're done, we're all back, we're good, yeah?
He
well,
he went to get a drink, but he went to get a
Okay.
drink before you guys went on break because
Oh.
and then I was
Oh,
supposed to
okay.
tell him everything happened. So it was me. I did it.
Don't worry about it.
No, it was him. He
Okay.
left. Not your fault.
All right.
We're all
So
such
we'll-
fuck ups.
So the place is clearing out. Is like there's the ushers and stuff are going through and they're cleaning up after the mess now. And what would you guys like to do? You have it's pretty late right now. It's getting not midnight yet, but it's approaching late hours of the day.
Yeah, I'm beat.
Beheading hour.
Katerina, you would know that there's still time to get to the dock wards if you wanted to begin the stakeout tonight.
Of what?
The murder.
The murderer, the serial killer.
I haven't even accepted the job or talked to the group about it.
That's
so,
what he means. Now would be the time if you want to.
Yeah,
I can't discuss it in
Yagur's-
public at the opera house.
I'm not asking you to discuss it. I'm
I'm
saying
talking
if
to
you-
him. I'm telling him that now isn't the time because we're in public.
Oh. Back to the manor then.
I don't know. Casey, you were gonna say?
I was just gonna say you do know that Yagra is probably there now, especially since she's not here with Dabble, and she's always with Dabble.
And I would know that.
You've been around her long enough. You're friends with her.
Manor? Or do you have other plans, Oscar, Katerina?
No, that was a lovely, lovely play.
And she takes Oscar's arm again, and almost like smiles at him, but not quite.
I warmly and goofily smiled down at her.
No, That's a lovely, lovely picture there. Uh, let's head back to the manor. Maybe the furniture I ordered today has arrived.
Maybe.
Have you?
There was some point there where we had a couple hours last session, and I
Okay.
specifically said
tell you
I
what.
spend the time
Yeah.
furnituring.
Tell you what, if you wouldn't mind, can we do that? Either we could do it tonight, or we can do it in the next session, because there's a guy in Troll Skull Alley that you would have gone to.
Perfect. Yeah. I mean, it has yet to be established, but I do
Okay.
want that.
So
to
you
happen.
guys return to Troll Skull Manor, unless something else is happening that I need to be aware of.
Nope.
Not on my
Okay.
end.
Anyone?
Yes, sir.
All right. You'll return to Troll Skull Manor.
Saf is clean to her secrets.
The
I don't have any secrets.
door is again locked when you get there. He's tried his
I
best.
knocked politely.
Back to the manor.
You do have a key, so it's not like he's doing any damage, but he's trying to lock you out.
We use the key.
All right. You guys are able to go in and do whatever you want to do. If you want to take a long rest and come back in the morning, we can do that. Or if you guys want to have a conversation, whatever you guys want to do, it's up to you.
Okay, as we're walking in.
Well, that was a
Yep.
mission success.
I was doing a big bunch of stretching and yawning, and I'm pretty tired. It was
Hang on.
a really good opera.
Let's take a seat here. There's one thing I want to discuss before we break for the night. I know we're all exhausted. We've had a hell of a couple of days. But
That's not a bad idea.
if everybody wouldn't mind discussing something with me real quick, and I'll take a seat and gesture at other chairs.
I'll get around.
I'll take a seat.
So I was thinking maybe, like I said before, we could make a go of this. Make a at least for the short term, make a adventuring party. To I mean, we've already got people asking us to do things for them, namely Raynar, but I mean, that kind of business is not anything to sneeze at for an adventuring party. Brand new, started a day ago. I mean, we really have something going here. I know it's been a bumpy road, but I was thinking we should do our best. And if you are all down for that, we need a name. Something that people can call us. Renar November. But yeah, we don't have to decide now. I just wanted to throw it out there that we own a building. We are on the map. This is not something that it's going to be more difficult to take apart at this point. So we might as well push forward with it. That's my opinion. Y'all sleep on it. Let me know what you think. But if we're going to go with it, we need a name.
Not a bad
That should be it
idea.
right there. The Sleeping Thinkers.
I think maybe you should actually sleep on it first.
I don't think it would matter how much he slept on it, to be honest.
Well, we'll see what happens, won't we?
Comfortable beddings.
For the sleep on it.
The sleep
For the
on it.
for the time being, you guys are gonna have to sleep. You guys are gonna have to sleep on bedrolls because the place is still unfurnished. But as I said, we will take care of that soon. I promise.
Okay.
So that it? The long rest then? Is that what we're...
Sleep on it.
Before we do our long rest, do we all go to our rooms?
It's up to you.
Hmm.
Oh, I go to my room.
Yeah, I'll go to mine.
Alright, so before we take a long rest, it's like 15, 20 minutes after we all go to our rooms. Well, after I go to my room. And then I go over to Todd's room, which is above me, right? You're on the top floor?
I think so, yeah.
Let me pull up the map.
No, I'm on the one below you.
Because I'm on the second floor. I'm like in the core room. Oh, never mind. I'm on the
No,
third
you're
floor.
third floor. I'm second floor.
There we go.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where you
Gotcha.
guys told me.
Perfect.
Okay, yeah, so I go down to your room.
Wait, sorry, Bart, where are you?
I'm in the master bedroom here, so I
you're
just
in
go
your
down.
room. I don't mean where your room is. I mean, where are you? You're in your room?
I'm in my room at the moment, yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
So I wait like 15, 20 minutes after I come up here, sitting in my room kind of meditating. And I get up and I go down to Todd's room.
Damn it, is that not a walkway? Am I
I
hiding
don't
in
know
this
what that is.
closet?
Is it a closet?
I don't know.
Are you in the closet?
Well, the problem is where Bart is an entirely separate room there. Cat is in the
Oh,
only way to
yeah.
get into my room. That
Excellent.
will become my bathroom, but for now, Cat's
I'm
got
standing
the
in
only
what's
hallway.
going to be in your bathroom?
No, the spare room next to me is going to be the
Oh,
bathroom. Yeah,
gotcha.
but for
You're
now,
gonna
there's
have
a
a balcony
complete
So
in
you
the
wall
come
there.
bathroom?
around the corner and you see Cat standing at his door.
Oh shit!
Nice. So I just walk around the corner and I'm just like, oh. Hello?
Oh, hello.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing. How are you?
Fucking Oscar. I'm doing alright.
Is he floating around outside the window?
You're not that
We're all
tall,
just
buddy.
spying
Step on
on
my
Todd.
tiptoes.
Like you can just see the top of his head at the window. Little fingers holding on to the edge of the windowsill. Oh, sorry, big sausage fingers holding on to the edge of the windowsill.
I run over to the window. Hey, you get off of there! You're gonna break that off.
Shh. I'm
Sorry, did you
speaking.
need to speak to Lord Amberstaff?
Amber, Cathra.
I'm never gonna. I'm just gonna start things that start with an M, and
Lord,
it'll go where it goes after that. Amberstaff.
Okay, just a second here. Oscar, how are you holding on to the window there?
Sausage fingers.
you making fun of me?
Roll a dex save.
Oh shit!
Oh.
So Cat knocks at his door, or she was
You
going
guys,
to, but was interrupted by this
yeah,
guy.
you guys hear a crash. Fortunately
Now
for
seems like a bad
Oscar,
time.
it's not far. He takes 1 point of falling damage as he is knocked off the window to the roof, it rolls off and to the ground.
Oh
Ow.
shit! Hey, you get off there! Are you? Oh shit! Are you all right? Oh man, that looked
Sorry,
like it
I'll be
hurt.
up there in a moment.
What'd you say as you passed me, Katerina?
Now seemed like a bad time. Excuse me. Then she went
Oh.
back to her room.
No, it's fine. If you had something to say to Todd, that's fine. You can go speak to him.
He sounds rather busy in there, crashing about.
Hear me
Oh, well,
yelling and screaming out the window.
I better go check on him then. You have a good evening.
You as well.
Thank you.
Oscar, you get the distinct impression that you did not fall of your own free will.
Oh shit!
That fucking ghost.
It's so awesome. Whoever came up with
Yeah,
that's a good idea. Let's give the party an awesome house and just make it shit on him the whole time.
When you put it that way, it's not so awesome. I'm gonna knock on your door.
Yeah, come on in. There's not much to hide in here.
I walk in.
Oscar, you all right?
What? Hello, Todd. What?
Fine.
What? What are you doing at the
Oh,
window?
did you go back inside?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, he seems to be all right. Guy was trying to climb in my window.
Strange. Katerina was at your door as I was approaching.
Uh, was this an assassination attempt? What the hell?
I don't think so. I think she wanted to discuss something with you.
Oh,
I'm not sure. But
I don't think she likes me very much.
I can't say. Not the best at reading people.
She's
Anyway,
she's a tough one. I don't fault you for that. Anyways, what you need, brother?
as I'm sure you noticed, I didn't go to the bathroom at the opera today.
Hmm.
I'm feeling very irregular. You have any
Oh, too
advice?
much cheese.
You happen to have any fiber on you?
Oh,
I'm so sorry,
As
Rex.
you may have noticed, I didn't have to leave.
I never pooped.
I didn't have
My
to poop
stomach
once at
hurts
the
a little
opera.
bit,
I'm
but
sure
I
you
didn't
noticed.
poop. Anyway, I actually went and had a discussion with Raynar
Oh, really?
and some of his friends.
Oh,
Yes,
I've just got this huge grin on my face the whole time, but you probably don't notice because you're so serious trying to.
I'm pretty distracted. I've got a lot
Yeah,
on my mind.
yeah.
Yes, it seems that Raynar is good friends with the Harpers. You're familiar with the Harpers, correct?
As much as any non-Harper is, I know they got a lot of secrets.
Yes. Well, I was just invited to be a Harper. I think I accepted. Sounds
Whoa!
rather sounds rather romantic.
Well, I mean, that would make one hell of a story.
Am I a
Why?
hero, Todd?
What do
I
you mean?
don't know. Strange. Huh. He just leans back in his chair, just stares up at the ceiling.
Well, I mean, that's a pretty big step, man. You're really tying yourself to a something bigger than any single person here. But
Well, you know,
I think
maybe I'm full of crap. Maybe at the end of the day, all I'm doing is relaying information. Who knows? In the end, we'll find out.
that's what I mean. That information is gonna make big things happen.
We'll see.
Do
Anyway,
you want to be a hero?
I don't know. I don't know.
I've seen you read about a lot of heroes,
I
but
read about a lot of things.
they never seem very happy.
That's true.
I just thought I'd point it out.
Well, I'm not unhappy. I don't know.
A Harper.
It is what it is. At the end of the day, nothing has been decided, I don't think. So, you know, good times.
Well, you know, you did. You joined. That's what you did. If you don't
That's
think
fair.
if you don't think it was an outright denial, it happened, right?
That's true. I mean, they did give me this, and I pull out the pin.
Oh shit! They gave you a pin?
They gave me a pin.
You're a bona fide Harper. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? Can we still do what we're doing?
Yes? That's what I was asked to do.
Oh. Oh shit.
It's strange stuff. I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, it sounds like we're doing something right here. I think we need to stick to our guns. Uh, wow. Okay, we
Stick
need
to our what now?
our gun. Oh, shit. Damn you.
Tee-hee.
What would be the phrase
Stick to
there?
our gums. Our
Our
gums.
gums, right? Because
Oh
what good are
my
your teeth
god.
without the
It's a
gums
saying.
that they're
Gotta
stuck
keep your
to?
chomper strong.
Thank
Don't
you.
forget to floss.
Strongest bones in the body.
Wow.
Them
They're not
bones.
bones.
No, them bones. The teeth, strongest bones in the body, but not without the gums. So you gotta stick to your gums.
Because they're important.
Kind of like a good taffy.
Oh my god. Anyway,
Well, thank you for telling me. Fair point. I followed you.
I figured you would. I didn't see you though, so I thought maybe you were actually being decent.
I'm
Honest?
actually quite surprised nobody saw me. I was quite a mess.
Well,
I mean, I tripped.
excellent job.
I tripped at
I
least
was looking.
once. And that lady, when I knocked her drink over, she was not happy.
Wow.
And
Luck,
I
I
stepped
guess.
on that halfling we saw.
Oh!
Yeah,
Oh!
like on him. Stepped on him. He was not happy.
Well,
I think he called me
must be a
names.
nice guy.
No, he's not.
Well, I mean, the alternative is he could have stabbed you.
In the middle of that crowd?
In the middle of that crowd, who is going to tell him no?
And
Oh.
probably gotten away with it, knowing him.
Absolutely. Level 2 paladin, I'd be dead. Lay hands on this bitch! Stab.
He stabs you right in the throat so that you can't make any noises. You die on the floor slowly.
Jesus. That's neutral for you.
Sorry, buddy. You pissed me off. Don't fuck with the next guy.
All over what?
Get it? Because there won't be a next guy. Fuck you. Walks away.
All right. Well, good to know. Good to know. We'll just have to keep doing what we're doing then. Sounds like we're doing the right thing here.
Yes, yes. Apparently, they want me to. They want me to look into, or rather, assist Katerina on looking into a murderer in the dockyard. Dock ward.
Oh.
Yes. But don't mention it. Don't mention it. This is supposed to be Katerina's deal, so.
Oh. All right. Okay. Mum's
Yes.
the word on that, I suppose.
Indeed.
You know, and actually, I kind of messed up today. I got some repenting to do, so to speak. So, if we could
You
discuss
messed up today.
more of this tomorrow. Yeah, I lied to the guard on purpose. I've never done anything like that before in my life. I feel terrible.
I see.
Yeah, I need to do some reflecting, pun intended. So, I'll be seeing you, Mr. Harper Bart.
Well, remember that, keep that between you and I.
Right, of course. I'll never
All
mention
right.
it again.
Excellent. Will you sleep well,
You too.
Todd? I
You
mean,
too.
remember, you are one of the most excellent beings I've ever met. I
Oh,
know that means very little, but
well, it didn't until you said it, but thank
remember,
you anyway.
you're a good man. But I know that means little when it comes to penance.
Yeah, price has got to be paid, but thank you. I appreciate it.
It's part of the goodness. Well, have a good night, Todd.
You too. And I
I
whip
retire to
myself
my
into
room.
shreds. No. No, my
Oh.
penance for I guess we'll have to do that later because I can't really do it here and now.
Oh, what is it you want to do?
I want to attend a temple.
Okay. It's pretty late in the day,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
you'd be able to do that first thing in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'll just do prayers now, but the actual happenings I'll have to do
Okay.
tomorrow.
As you start to do the prayers, you feel a presence. Just there's this cold spot in the room right where you're sitting doing this. It doesn't interrupt. It's just there, and it waits, and eventually it just goes off, and it doesn't slam the door or anything. It just leaves.
I was gonna say I as I'm breathing in between my breaths, I do one which was it? Divine sense.
Yeah, he's right there.
By he, is it celestial or is it
It's
undead?
Undead.
Oh, motherfucker. Motherfucker's watching me pray. I keep going.
Yeah, he
Do
leaves
you
you in
say that out
peace.
loud?
No, I do not.
Okay. I'm like, oh my.
The old whip and wink.
He leaves you in peace.
Wow.
Wow. Well played. That was excellent.
What about a whippy wink?
It's the fantasy version of Netflix and chill.
Wow.
The whip
Whip
and
and
wink.
The whip and wink.
Okay, is there anything else anyone wants to take care of tonight before I call it a long rest? And
Nope.
Nope.
Katarina, maybe?
No.
Fourth day. That's Thursday, I believe. Whew.
Oh my god. If we go out to the ocean at the docks, we might see Columbus. That's the year that he landed.
No fucking way.
1492. Columbus sailed ocean blue. It's history, man.
Oh my god! Oh,
So-
Seth, you're awesome.
During the night, everyone hears this. He's trying to be heard. There's a lot of noise downstairs if anyone wants to do anything about it. It's
Oh,
coming
shit.
from the tap room.
Yeah, I run down there.
As do I.
I'm only
Okay.
on the second floor. I'm the closest one.
You find tables
I
have
don't
been
think I hear anything.
you find tables have been moved. You find barrels have been put over the cellar door. He's blocked all the doors, and he put tables
He
up
being-
against the windows. The ghost.
What proof do we have that this was the ghost that did
Why
it?
would you not have proof of it being the ghost?
I'm
Who
just
else
curious,
could
like,
it be?
what evidence that we have?
Because
Like-
the ghost has been the one that's been doing this the whole time.
We
I mean,
assume
if
at
someone
this
broke
point.
in and was trying to trap us in and was
Okay,
like going
let's
to burn the
restart
place
then.
down or
How
something.
would you like to go about it? Would you like to do anything? Saf, I'm sorry. I don't know what you expect from me. This is you.
I was just
Am-
asking for the information.
I'm doing my best.
I didn't
I'm-
accuse you of anything.
I understand. It's just there's been several times throughout this that I've been. Never mind. I'm sorry.
You
No,
feel
you've been what?
feel questioned.
Very much so, repeatedly, and that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm done. That's all.
I don't understand. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So yes, the doors have been blocked by tables and chairs. Stools have been moved. Barrels have been moved. It's the place is a wreck. It's just the tap room, though.
Just the tap room?
Yes.
Well, god damn it. Even if I were to put furniture up in here, it'd just get destroyed.
What time is it?
Too late. I'm gonna turn around and go back upstairs. It's too goddamn late.
Why do we live here? Both all of you is just totally sad.
the spoiled ass nobles. Why do we live here? What have we done to deserve this?
I knew he got screwed when he offered us a house.
Uh, Here, do you want a house? Yes. Wait. No. That's what we should have said.
The best part about I stayed here for several nights.
Oh
Sure you
god.
did, you bastard. We've been here for 2, and this thing won't leave us the fuck alone.